The day-by-day job of law enforcement agencies is the protection of the public and crime prevention. But on those occasions when trouble does flare up, they must meet violence with violence, gunfire with gunfire. Such a flare-up took place last May 8th in the small town of Marionville. As a gunfight was taking place on West Marion Avenue in the industrial section, a secretary, hearing the shots, called the highway patrol.
Send the ambulance to R1020. We'll wait here. Stand by.
Tell the roadblocks, blue two-door sedan, out-of-state plates.
Addition to that APB, a blue two-door sedan, out-of-state plates. 10-4?
10-4.
Did you get his name?
No, he hadn't said anything yet.
Well, the other guy's dead.
Maybe we'd better forget the dope, Pat.
Another 100 grand we don't forget.
The police are in it now.
So what? We'll still get it.
Look, the roadblocks are going up right now, like a noose. We won't get out if we hang around.
We won't try. We'll stay right inside the circle of roadblocks.
Yeah. Think Krause has had it?
You saw him. What do you think?
He took it right in the chest.
We might get him to talk.
I don't think so.
What about Jordan?
He never made it to the hospital.
We never made it to the money.
We'll make it. Just follow through with the rest of the plan.
The wife.
Yeah. She'll tell us by the time we get through with it.
Okay. So we go after the money. How?
The cops are gonna find out where they live, just the way we did. They'll call on Glory to tell about Jordan.
She'll never mention the money.
When she finds out he's dead, she'll know we found him. She'll get the dough, skip, find a new hideout.
And we'll be waiting for her.
Doctor's called on the wounded man. His name's Krause. He's got a perforated lung, spinal damage, and about 1 chance in 10.
Boys get anything out of him?
He said he kept muttering something about a bank job and a double cross.
Record show anything on the dead guy?
They're checking the photo and prints now.
Okay, thanks. Oh, driver's license, huh? Paul Jordan, Route 3, River Road.
That must be his wife.
Yeah. What the boys got out of Krause means anything. Mrs. Jordan's gonna have company. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Paul Jordan's name is Paul Jesse. He has a record. He served a 2 and a 5, both for armed robbery. Was paroled 2 years ago.
Well, so far 2 and 2 makes 4. Let's go call on Mrs. Jesse, and I'll bet you lunch she wants to be called Mrs. Jordan. If the boys get anything on those open bank robberies, let me know.
Right.
Maybe we'd better go in now.
No, it's risky. The cops might be there.
I didn't see any police cars.
I saw a car standing right by the side of the house. Police sometimes use unmarked cars.
Yeah, you're right.
Besides, we'll need time to talk to her. We might do better with her if we get her someplace else.
Police. What if she spills to them?
Oh, she won't say nothing. She won't get rid of the money that easy.
Look. Good thing we didn't go in. Let's get out of here. They spotted this car when we got Jordan.
Yeah, okay. Listen, when the cops make a move, she'll make her move. And we'll be waiting for her, huh?
Matthews, Highway Patrol. This is Sergeant Williams.
All right. What do you want?
Well, we want to come in. Well, we've got bad news for you. Your husband's been shot and killed. There was a gunfight with 3 men. Look, you could help us.
How?
Well, we know your husband's record. We know his real name. We also know about the money.
What money? I don't know anything about any money.
We know about the $100,000 bank job. We know you and your husband ran off with it.
There's nothing to talk about. You haven't got anything on me, and you know it.
You're going to have some visitors, and they're going to get that money away from you any way they can.
Thanks, but I can take care of myself.
The money's got to be returned.
Leave your card. If I find any money, I'll call you.
I'm sorry about your husband. Let me know when you want to make arrangements about the body. Let's go, Ken.
You know, it was kind of strange. I don't think I've ever seen a woman act like that before.
I hit her pretty hard. She'll do her share of crying.
Do we stake out in that house we passed?
Yeah. 2150 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
There's a house on River Road. The agent's name is Meisner. He's in Marionville. We want to use it as stakeout. Clear with the agent and get back to me. 10-4?
10-4.
Let's go. We haven't got time to get permission. Get that back door open. See if you can see the Jordan farm from here. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Pull them in on roving detail inside the circle. I want 2 men free to move inside the roadblocks.
Right. And I just talked to the real estate agent, Meisner. You're clear to enter the house and use it. 10-4.
10-4.
These glasses ought to be able to cover that Jordan house pretty well.
I wonder if she knew about the money or did Jordan keep it to himself?
Well, the check we ran at the bank showed he had just an average checking account, about what you expect for a small farmer.
Well, he couldn't bank 100,000. The bank would ask questions. They'd tip off the tax boys. Ken, we know they bought a farm last year. We know they changed their name. Now, if she knows about the money, she also knows 3 other people are looking for it. 4 eyes are better than 2. Give me a look, will you?
I don't understand it. That police car got there in a hurry.
Yeah, but they don't have to duck other police cars or roadblocks.
So now we wait for Gloria to make a run for it. You'll sit up there at the... Come here. She'll sit up there at that phone booth. I'll get in my car, and I'll go to the phone booth on the other road out of there. She'll have to pass one of us. When she does, we call.
She'll be moving fast. She knows he's dead and who did it.
Yeah. And remember, she'll have a gun.
Yeah, I know. I wonder how she handled the cop.
Oh, she handled him all right. She's real great with that deadpan stuff.
I used to have quite a yen for her myself.
Listen, if you're getting ideas of taking her along, forget it. She'll kill you the first chance she gets.
Almost worth it.
$21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters, by.
Have the roadblocks move closer to the house.
Dermot's on his way.
When do you have him cross?
He's still unconscious.
I'd like to get a description of his buddies. All I got is height and build. I'll get back to you later.
Maybe we ought to arrest Mrs. Jordan. Get a search warrant and take that place apart.
We'll do that as a last resort. Hey, you know something? We could look for that money for a year and not find it.
Yeah, I guess she's got about 50 or 60 acres there, and it could be buried anywhere.
Yeah.
At least this way, everybody's headed for the same thing.
Ken, I got a hunch nobody's going to walk away and leave $100,000.
You think Mrs. Jordan will try to get away with it?
Well, I hope so. Maybe she's never heard the expression, you can't take it with you.
Her husband sure didn't.
Gloria Jordan, with $100,000 in her possession, knew there were people who wanted that money. The police and the men who killed her husband. She had to get away from both.
You know, I must have figured this wrong. I thought sure the two guys would be here by now and Mrs. Jordan would try and run. Get in touch with Garvey. Have him get us a search warrant. We might need it.
3016 headquarters.
Gloria Jordan's idea, the government. Mail the money to herself. General delivery, Chicago. Anyone watching would never figure she'd mail $100,000 from a rural mailbox.
There's my number here. When I get to my spot, I'll call you. I'll give you my number.
She just put a package in the mailbox. We're not going to need that search warrant.
What do you figure's in the package?
What you'd least expect, $100,000. Ken, she turned north. Call headquarters. Have them move the roadblock to intersection 64. I'm going to give her enough room in case she wants to double back. Clean things up in here.
3016 headquarters.
We'll take care of the postal boys later. Let's go, but don't get too close.
She just passed me. Get going. Drop the gun.
Drop dead, Joe.
We can talk this over.
Like you talked with Paul?
You got hard-nosed about it. Pulled out a gun, gave us a hard time.
Just give me a target, baby.
We can split the money.
Sorry. Paul and I decided not to split. Now that he's out of the deal, it's all mine. Let go.
Okay, back to the car, baby.
Oh, you won't get the money.
You'll tell us.
Oh, no, Joe. We earned that dough. You're hiding out in this stinking hole.
Like I told you, we've got nothing but time. You'll tell us. Now get walking.
The cops called on me. How far do you think you'll get?
We know all about the roadblocks, honey. But you're not going anywhere. We got a nice spot all picked out, so we can work you over where nobody will give us any trouble for as long as it takes.
Mr. Jordan with him.
Is that one of the men who killed Paul Jordan?
It sure looks like it. Why don't you do it the easy way?
What do you do now, wise guy?
Shut up.
Big man. Wasn't scared of the cops, and now they're walking down your throat.
Maybe, maybe not. Blake's on his way. Those boys might be in for a big surprise.
Where are the cops now?
I don't know, but I wish Blake was here.
We better get at it. I'm afraid we're going to have company. Drop your guns and come on out.
Get back in your car and beat it. You're not going anywhere.
Okay, but that was a cop, Joe. In a minute, there'll be a million of them around.
Shut up.
If I get over to the other side, I should be able to get behind him without they spot him.
Go to it. I'll give him something to worry about.
shoot!
Get her! Where's your buddy?
How should I know?
All right, get moving.
All right, Mrs. Jordan.
Cops.
Look it out!
You're on safety. Stay right here. You can't get far with those hands cuffed. Drop the gun. I'll get a start.
Okay, I got him. Put your hands behind you.
Didn't work, did it?
No. Wise guys, big operator.
Shut up. I notice you're not going anyplace.
Yeah, and I'm not in for a murder rap either.
Mrs. Jordan, you mind if I open this?
Yes, I do mind. That's federal mail.
Oh, it is, huh? All right, let's go talk to the postal inspector. Oh, Williams, you're out of uniform. See Highway Patrol again next week. Until then, remember, if you care to drive, drive with care. This is Bradley Crawford saying, see you next week.
Among crimes faced by peace officers everywhere is the mean crime of the confidence man who preys on the older, retired people with a small income. The confidence man rarely deals in murder, but on May 15th, the Highway Patrol was puzzled by an unusual case. Its solution would answer the question, when is a murder not a murder?
Hello, Mr. Gale.
Oh, hello, Fields. Matty tells me you want your money back, Gus.
That's right, Mr. Gale. I've been thinking. I've been talking to some people.
You know you weren't supposed to talk about the company.
Oh, I didn't say anything. But you told me I could get my money back anytime I wanted it. And that $5,000 is all that I've got, besides my little farm.
Give him his money back, Paul. You shouldn't have taken him in on it in the first place.
I tell you what, Gus. I got a deal coming up in the morning. Before the day's out, we can double our money. What do you say to that?
Oh, just give me my money back. The people I was talking to said it sounded like a racket and that I should go to the police.
You sure you didn't talk about us, Gus?
Oh, I give you my word.
Your word's good enough for me, Gus. Come out back and I'll give you the cash. back here, Gus.
Why should I come out here for?
So you had to turn troublemaker. Now I'm going to show you what can happen to you in case you decide to go to the cops. Just shut up now. Get his money, Matty. Okay, Mr. Fields. Here's your money. Now pick it up and get out.
Paul, are you sure he's all right?
Sure, I hardly hit him.
Paul, he's dead. You've killed him.
Hardly hit him.
What are we going to do now?
We can't leave him here. Look, go out front and take care of the customers. I'll get him out of here. And just give me a few minutes, huh? And then meet me at the office. Take the money out of the safe.
Secure in the false hope that Gus's body would not be found for several days, Paul Gale did not reckon with the always alert Highway Patrol and its constant vigilance along the highways throughout the nation. An alert Highway Patrol officer on a routine run of the area's back roads spotted a hat, Gus Fields' hat, that Paul Gale, in his haste to cover up his crime, had inadvertently left near the road just in view of the observant officer. Thus it was that the body of Gus Fields was found, putting into action the wheels of justice with a speed that was to confuse our criminals.
What happened?
I got rid of him. There's nothing to worry about.
The police are going to come to the restaurant. I know they are.
Now keep your head and there'll be no problem. You hid the money, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it's safe here. Police might shake down your place.
Why'd you have to kill him?
All I did was hit him.
I know, but all you had to do was give him back his money.
I didn't. Now we have an extra 5,000.
What am I going to tell the police when they come?
Just tell them what a nice guy Gus was, how he came into the place, what he ate, period.
Paul, you're not going to go on with this racket.
Of course. Look, this is a good racket. The investors are really coming to me now.
But how long are you going to be able to give them 100% on their investments?
As long as the new suckers keep giving me money to pay the others off. When we get a couple of $100,000, we'll pull out and leave the state.
I don't know, Paul. I don't know.
Now, look, what are you worried about an old guy like Gus Fields for? Who's going to miss him? Well, let's go, huh?
Williams. Thought this report would bring you in, Dan.
Cause of death, heart failure.
Contributing causes, a blow on the chin, bruises, contusions on the back of the head.
You think somebody belted him?
It's logical. When he fell, he hit the back of his head. The cause of death was cardiac failure.
Well, why did they dump him on the side of the highway?
Well, they hit him, saw that he was dead, and they panicked because they thought they killed him.
Same thing as murder. The blow brought on the heart attack.
We'll leave that up to the jury. Right now, we got to find out who hit Gus and why.
Well, a lot of people knew Gus Fields and liked him. Might be tough digging out a reason for this.
Yeah, it's always tough. Anybody question the hired hand yet?
No, not yet, but he's out at the farm. Lang stopped and told him Gus was dead.
Okay, we'll start there.
Hi, Matty.
Hello, Mike.
Why would anyone want to hurt Gus?
Did the highway patrol say he was murdered?
Yeah, somebody threw him out of a car. Gus never hurt anybody.
What are you going to do with yourself now, Mike? You know, you can't work for Gus anymore.
Oh, at first I thought I'd move on. But then I changed my mind.
How come?
I'm going to stick around and find out who killed Gus.
Well, you know, if you need any money to go anywhere, you can count on me, Mike.
Oh, you're the best, Matty. But I'm going to see if I can help the police.
You know, it makes me kind of nervous being here all alone, and I could sure use some help if you wanted to work for me. And then if you came across anything suspicious, you could tell me about it.
Gee, you're swell, Matty. Don't worry about the dough, my meals, and I can sleep in back.
All right, Gus. You go get your things.
Okay, Matty. What are you guys doing here?
All right, take it easy. I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Are you Mike Purdom? Yes, sir.
I know, you didn't know who we were. Where you been, Mike?
Down at Maddie's. She runs a restaurant right down the road. Gus
We
and I
want to take a
used
look around, do you mind?
Not at all.
See what you can dig up, kid. Do you know any reason why this should have happened?
No. No reason. Nobody could get mad at Gus.
Oh, what about his friends?
Oh, he had lots of friends.
Gus carry much money with him?
No, he was a careful man. But he had money in the bank.
He used to worry about whether it'd last. This farm never made more than its keep, and the dough he paid me.
Hey, take a look at this.
Yeah, he had $5,000 in the bank up to 5 days ago.
Any idea what he did with $5,000, Mike?
He never said anything about that to me. I know he wouldn't take any money out of the bank. He was a very careful man.
What about this restaurant? You say the owner was friendly with Gus.
Oh, Mattie, she's a nice lady. She's going to give me a job at the restaurant. That's why I came back here to pack my things.
How'd that happen?
Well, I was out of work, and since Gus is dead, and I thought I'd leave town, and she said she could find a place for me.
Take you long to get your stuff together?
Nope.
All right, we'll drive you to Maddie's.
Okay.
Well, Ken, we got a motive. Now we got to find out what guy wanted the $5,000 bad enough to give him a going over.
Yeah, maybe the bank asked him some questions. Sometimes they get a little worried when a depositor withdraws an account of that size.
Especially when the depositor's a nice guy like Gus Fields. All right. I know what you're thinking. We'll keep Mike covered. But I'll make you bet he didn't do it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by?
Have one of the boys check the city bank. See why Gus Fields drew out $5,000. 10-4?
10-4.
Hello?
Paul, it's me. Looks like I'm going to have company pretty soon. The police are watching the place.
Well, look, Mattie, we expected it. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, look, they've got nothing to work on.
I don't care. I just want to get out of here now. Let's leave now.
Well, maybe you're right. I'll drop over to your place in a little while.
Hurry, Paul.
Waiting while headquarters gathered more pertinent information, Dan Matthews and Ken Williams chatted amiably with old Mike 𝗏𝗏, testing him, satisfying themselves that he was not the killer of Gus Fields, not knowing that an anxious and worried Mattie was feeling the first real pangs of fear, a fear caught by the sharp con man, Paul Gale.
Well, headquarters checked the bank. Seems Fields found a way to double his money, or thought he did.
Sure. I'd like to find a way to do that.
Me too.
Hi. Hi, Mike.
I'm back, Mattie.
I see you got a ride.
Yeah, I sure did. Hitchhiked. I'll fix a spot in the kitchen to sleep.
All right, Mike. And while you're there, you know there's some dishes you might get started on.
Gee, I'm gonna like working here, Mattie. And so would Gus. Thanks a lot.
Paul Gale, with the con man's brass and bluff, flaunted the police to sit in with Mattie in case of questioning, in case of Mattie's breakdown, in case he had to use his gun. Matthews and Williams waited for more information from the headquarters check before questioning a very worried Mattie.
What's he doing here?
I hired him. I thought maybe Gus might have talked to him. Paul, look out there.
Look, if they come in here, they're just digging for information. Checking on everybody that might know Gus. Better fix me something to eat.
I hope they don't come in here, because I'm scared.
Don't worry. They come too close, I got a gun, too.
A frightened Mattie and a now trigger-happy Gale waited tensely for the two police officers. And in an ironic circumstance, Matthews, in turn, had no idea he was only a few feet from the man he was hunting.
I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Oh, yes, I was expecting the police.
You're a good friend of Gus Fields, aren't you?
Well, he came in here.
Was he in this morning?
Gee, I was awfully busy. I can't really be sure.
Can you remember if there was someone with him?
Honest, I'm not even sure he came in.
Gus used to tell you a lot of things. Did he ever mention any investments?
Investments? Gus?
Hey, drew all of his money out of the bank. Invested it in something they said would give him a return of 100% on his money in 60 days.
100% profit? Oh, boy, I'd like a deal like that.
Check, please.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who was the guy just left here?
Paul Gale.
What does he do?
Oh, I don't really know. He comes in here. I guess he's got a business of some kind. I make it a point never to know too much about my customers.
Okay, thanks. Something's going on in there.
Yeah, she sure was nervous.
What do you know about this Gale?
Oh, nothing. But his office must be near here. He walked from the restaurant.
Looks to me like she didn't want him to leave. She was scared the way she kept looking after him. Then there was that satchel behind the counter.
What do you want to do?
You stay here and keep an eye on her. I'm going to check Gale's office.
Hello.
Hello, Matty. How'd it go?
Oh, fine. They just left. Where are you?
I'm in a phone booth. I can't come for you now. There's a cop across the street planted in the car.
Why would they put a stake out here? I didn't tell them anything.
Didn't tell him about me, did you?
Well, the big one asked who you were, that's all.
That's all. Look, the money's in the satchel. Now watch it very carefully. I'll sit tight and I'll get in touch with you later.
Well, Matty's still inside. Did you find Gale?
He had an office there, all right, but he's gone. The office is cleaned out.
Looks like we're doing something.
Let's go talk to Matty again. Maybe she can tell us more than she did. Where'd Gale go?
Well, I don't know. I told you when a customer leaves here, that's it.
I think you do know, because you're in this con game with him.
You're kidding.
Matty, we think whoever's heading this swindle's the person that killed Gus. You don't get involved in murder, do you?
Well, I don't know anything about all
Whose
that.
briefcase is this?
It's mine.
All right, Matty, open it. Come on, open it. Oh, Gale's stationery. For a guy you hardly knew, he trusted you an awful lot.
I don't know anything about all that. It's Paul Gale's
Is he
stuff.
coming back for this?
I don't know.
I'll call headquarters. Tell them to pick up Gale. We want him for questioning.
Right. Hi, Mr. Gale.
Hi, Mike.
What's wrong?
I want you to do me a favor, Mike. Make yourself a fast $10.
$10? Are you kidding me, Mr. Gale?
Never more serious in my life. You know my green sedan?
Yeah?
Well, it's parked in front of Matty's. I want you to get it and bring it back here to me.
You'd give me $10 for that?
Well, I told you I would.
Why don't you get it yourself?
Well, tell you the truth, Mike, Matty and I had a little argument. I want her to cool off before she sees me.
Oh, I get it. Okay, Mr. Gale. I'll get it for you.
Good. I'll wait for you right here.
Okay, Mr. Gale.
What are you protecting Gale for? He's probably run out on you.
But I told you, I'm not protecting him. I don't know anything about his business.
Did he kill Gus?
I don't know. I've told you, I don't know anything about all this.
Where are you going?
Let me go. That's his car. He's leaving without me. What do you want to know?
You stay right here. We'll be back.
All right, hold it! Cover the front.
Oh, we'll never make it.
I'll make it, but you won't.
Oh, you've got to take me with you.
Slow me down.
Gale! Throw down your gun and come out with your hands up!
All right, Gale, it's all over. Put up your hands and throw out your gun. You're going to get hurt.
We'll see who gets hurt. Now, both of you throw your guns out and stay here until I get out of here, unless you want to see Matty get shot.
No, Paul, don't.
Shut up, Matty. They'll let me out of here, I'll kill you. They'll let me out.
What are you going to do, Gale? Kill everything you see? Come on, get smart. Give up.
I told you, throw out your guns and put your hands up.
Did he kill Gus, Mr. Matthews?
Yeah, I killed Gus. In about 3 seconds, I'll kill Matty unless you let me walk out of here.
Gus thought you were his friend, Mr. Gale. Why did you kill him? Let me at him. I'll get out. Get out. Stay under cover.
All right, you smart cop. Make your decision or I'll let her have it.
Do what he says, Ken. You keep an eye on these two. I'll send for an ambulance. Oh, by the way, Fields died of a heart attack. I hope you'll be with us next week. Until then, remember, no matter how new, the safest device in your car is you. This is Broderick Crawford saying, see you next week.
Protection and vindication of the innocent is as important to the peace officer as is the apprehension and punishment of the guilty. On August 4th of last year, the boastful wanderings of a twisted criminal mind created an unusual situation for the Highway Patrol.
Just a moment, operator. I'll have to get some more change. Operator, get me the Highway Patrol. Hurry, there's a man holding up the filling station.
Highway Patrol, Larrabee. Yes, ma'am? Yes, go right ahead. Can you hold on just a moment, please? Attention all units. At Carson's filling station, Mortgage Road and Highway 118. A robbery taking place now. Ma'am, is he still there?
He's just driving away now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The suspect is now leaving the scene of crime, heading north on Highway 118, driving a gray four-door sedan. License, Mary Paul Frank 686. 1440, establish a roadblock south of Frederick Junction. 1328, cover the backwood turnoff. 2410, drop down to cover roadblock on 118. 10-4?
2150 to headquarters.
Go ahead.
My 1020 is Lane Junction and 118. I'll cover from the south. 10-4?
10-4.
Get the first aid kit.
We got him. He's up here. Harry's with him.
Name's Spec Martin.
What are you looking for, copper?
Well, I might be looking for the guy that did this roadside jobs. You think I might have gotten lucky and found him?
I fooled you for a long time. I'll fool you again.
Look, come on, Spec. Stop trying to fool me. What about that packing plant job? What about that farm job you did? We used to peg you for a big shot. Right now you're doing it for peanuts.
You never had me figured, copper. You're a bunch of dumb clucks. You even sent a guy to prison for a job I did.
You want me to believe that?
The guy believes it. He'll believe it for a long time.
Who is he?
Find out, copper.
When'd this happen?
A long time ago. A long...
Come on, Spec. What job was it?
Guy in a restaurant. What a clown. Try to grab him a gun. Let him have it, copper. I don't like to shoot. Mostly don't have to. Show them a gun and they faint.
Is this the gun?
Find out. Guess, copper. Guess.
This couldn't be the gun. It's too new.
You're stupid, copper. That gun was new 10 years ago.
You think we can believe him?
If this'll get an innocent man out of jail, I'll believe it. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters by.
Have the lab boys wait for me. I'm coming right in.
10-4.
You take the car and resume patrol. I'll wait for the ambulance, make out the report. Right.
Here are the reports from the lab and the records bureau. We have one other bullet on file that was fired from this gun. Case 11897M, taken from the body of a restaurant owner that was killed in a holdup, June 23rd, 5 years ago.
Martin mixed up in it?
No. A man named 𝗛𝗵𝗵𝗵. Tried and convicted of the crime, sentenced to life imprisonment.
Oh, he could be getting hot. Take it from the top.
The restaurant was a small highway bus stop. 1146 𝗛𝗵𝗵𝗵 drove into the parking lot in a white four-door sedan. He got out and went into the restaurant. There was nobody in there at the time except the owner and the waitress. The waitress served what Silver wanted and then went and back to prepare for the arrival of the bus, due around midnight. 10 minutes later, she heard a shot from the restaurant about the time the bus was pulling into the parking lot. In the beam of the bus headlights, the driver saw a man run out and get into a four-door white sedan and drive off. He later identified that man in court as 𝗛𝗵𝗵𝗵.
They find the gun?
No.
What about loot?
No loot.
What was the bus driver's name?
Jerry Reynolds.
Where is he now?
We're checking.
Where did they pick up Silver?
At a motor court down the highway. He readily admitted being in the restaurant, but denied any part of the shooting.
Did Silver have a record?
None.
Well, that's circumstantial evidence. It's convincing, but circumstantial.
Couldn't Silver have had that gun the night of the holdup?
Oh, Martin told me he had this gun for 10 years. You know something? I believe him.
But if Spec Martin has had that gun all this time, how come bullets from it haven't shown up?
Well, he said he didn't like to shoot. Most of the time he didn't have to.
Well, statistics bear him out on that. Very low percentage of holdups end up in a shooting.
Could be that Silver finished his meal and took off. Then Martin came in, pulled the holdup, and that's the one the bus driver saw run into the white car.
Well, at any rate, these two bullets match.
Yeah, it proved that one of them killed the restaurant owner. From the same gun.
Highway Patrol, Larrabee. Yes, go ahead. Okay, thanks. Jerry Reynolds still driving a bus. He's on a run now. He'll be at the end of the line in 15 minutes. Stay in layover zone 15 more.
Where's the end of the line?
Junction of Route 12 and Hanover Highway.
We're going to have to present our evidence and see if we can get a release for Silver right away. Start things going, will you? I'm going out and talk to Reynolds. You Jerry Reynolds?
Yes?
I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol. Oh, that's all right. Go right on with your lunch. I just want to ask you some questions. Tell me, 5 years ago, weren't you a witness to a highway restaurant robbery?
Yes?
Didn't your testimony send Howard Silver to prison?
Yes?
Why did you see confirm the identification?
The man himself. They reenacted the scene, you know. They had Mr. Silver run for the white car in the beam of my headlights.
Did you see his face?
Not very well.
How could you identify him then?
The attorneys had a big fight about that. I could tell by the way he ran, even if I didn't see his face.
I see.
Has something else happened? Is that why you're asking me all these questions?
We found the gun that killed the restaurant owner.
There must be a mistake.
There's no mistake.
Then, because of my testimony, you feel that an innocent man is serving a term in prison?
Could be.
Mr. Matthews, I did what I thought was right. And to be absolutely truthful, I still think I was right.
You think your way, I'll think mine. I'm going to get Silver out of prison right now.
The proof offered by the Highway Patrol obtained Howard Silver's immediate release from prison. But Matthews knew there would be adjustment problems to be met. And especially concerned would be Silver's daughter, Emily.
Yes?
Silver?
Yes?
I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Oh, yes. Please come in, Mr. Matthews.
Thank you.
They told me what you've done for my father. I don't know how we can ever thank you enough.
You're expecting him home today, aren't you?
Yes, I'm waiting for him now. I wanted to drive up to the prison and bring him home, but he wouldn't hear of it. He wouldn't even let me meet him at the bus depot.
Why not?
He said he had some things to do on the way home.
Well, you know, being in prison, even if you're guilty, it's pretty rough. But to be in there when you know you're innocent, that's rougher.
I know. It's been tough on Dad. The last time I saw him, he was so bitter, so strange.
Well, he's going to be strange and bitter when he gets home. You just be patient. It'll work out.
Believe me, Mr. Matthews, I'll try with everything I have.
And if you want us, call us.
Thank you, Mr. Matthews. Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Goodbye. And thanks again.
Good to see you, Emily. Bye.
Well, come on in, Dad. Come on, let's go. Isn't it wonderful, Dad? Here you are home. We're back together again. You're looking fine.
I feel good. How about you?
Couldn't be better. Here, let me take your hat. Oh, Dad. Well...
What's new?
What's new? That's a silly question. Well, let's see. I got a promotion and a raise in salary last week.
Good.
And, oh, yes, I made the last payment on the car yesterday.
The car. Is that your car parked out front?
Mm-hmm. It isn't very new, but isn't it a dandy?
Say, what are you doing home this time of day? Or is this your day off?
Not as a rule, but Mr. Engel said I didn't have to report today, so I could... Oh, Dad.
Baby.
I've missed you so much, and I've been so lonesome.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry, honey.
Day after day and year after year.
Yes, I can understand that, too.
And then when you wouldn't let me come and meet you, I was worried. I just couldn't reason it out.
I had a reason. There were some things I had to do.
Well, you could have told me. Oh, Dad. But what am I weeping about?
Oh, here.
Isn't that silly? Isn't that just like a woman? Why should I cry when you're home now? That's the thing that counts. And from now on, you're the guest of honor.
Thank you. I was surprised when you sent me this address. How long have you been living here?
Quite a while.
You didn't mention it in any of your letters or the last time you were up to see me.
I know I didn't, but I didn't want to worry you.
Why did you leave our lovely home and move into a little place like this?
Well, I lost the house, Dad. I just couldn't keep it up after Mother went.
Yeah, your mother wouldn't have died if they hadn't put me in prison.
Well, Dad, you're not in prison now, and you and I are going to start off a new life together.
What does Bob think about all this?
Bob?
Yes, Bob, the boy you're going to marry.
Oh, well...
You are getting married, aren't you? The last time you saw me, you said...
Well, I thought it over, and I guess my freedom is just something I don't want to give up.
You mean Bob found out your father was a jailbird?
My father's not a jailbird. He never was a jailbird. And anyway, I'm much too happy to have him home to think about silly romances that didn't work out. Now then, the next thing on the program is lunch. And to coin a phrase, it's fit for a king. Be seated, King.
Hello? Bus Transit Lines? This is the General Credit Company. A man named Jerry Reynolds has applied for a loan. His application says he's employed by your company. Is that true? He is? Good. Then if we send you a questionnaire, you'll fill it out, please? Fine. By the way, is Reynolds on duty today? Uh-huh. What time? It leaves the time limit at 1:54? Thank you. Oh, is this the bus that goes out on Century Boulevard? Thanks again. Bye.
Isn't Jerry Reynolds the man who testified against you?
Emily, I need some money.
You're not going to go on living in the past, are you? Can't you see it's only the future that counts?
No, I can't see that.
But you must see it. You're free now. You have everything to live for.
I have? Look, I had a successful business that I worked years to build up. It's gone. I was married to the finest woman that ever lived. She's gone. I had a beautiful home. It's gone. And my daughter has lost every chance for happiness. All this because a man lied. Because one man couldn't be honest with himself and the rest of the world. That's why I'm going to find Jerry Reynolds. And when I do, I'll kill him.
You can't mean what you say.
Oh, I mean it all right. I stopped on the way home and picked up a gun.
You'll go back to prison.
And I'll need the keys for your car.
No, Dad, no. Dad, you've got to stop and think before you do anything like this. I've waited so long for you. The Bible says if we want our sins forgiven, we have to forgive those who sin against us. Please, Dad.
Emily, I'm a ruined man, and Jerry Reynolds is going to pay for it. I'm going to make him suffer for what he's done to me.
You're bound to be caught.
I expect to be caught. And I don't even care if I'm killed in the act, as long as I get to shoot first.
So you're going to kill a man to satisfy your lust for revenge. You don't care what happens to you, and apparently you don't care what happens to me either.
Emily.
I've put up a front for 5 years because I knew you were innocent.
It's no use.
What am I going to do when I know you're in prison because you are a murderer?
Emily, I'm sorry, but this is the way it has to be.
You can't do it, Dad. You can't. You mustn't. Please. Please.
Forgive me.
Dad. Operator, give me the highway patrol, please.
Matthews.
Mr. Matthews, this is Emily Silver. My dad took the keys to the car. He's gone out. And he said...
What'd he say?
He said he's going to kill Mr. Reynolds.
What's the license number of your car?
LVE 745.
LVE 745. What kind is it?
Yellow convertible.
Oh, just a minute. APB. Yellow convertible, LVE 745, driven by Howard Silver. Get his record out of the files.
Right.
Exactly what happened?
I overheard him trying to locate Mr. Reynolds. I told him he'd go back to prison, but he said he didn't care. He said his life is ruined and there's only one thing he wants now. Revenge.
Did he have a gun?
Yes, he said he got one on the way home.
If you hear from him, call me right away, will you?
Why won't he be himself, Mr. Matthews? He's not acting like my dad at all. My father was a wonderful and sweet man. He just can't do this. You'll help him, won't you? Please help him. Please.
We'll sure try. Get in touch with Reynolds at his house. If he's there, tell him to keep himself locked in till we get to him. I'm going to try the bus company. Thanks very much. Reynolds has left. He's a half hour out of the terminal. See, that should put him about right in here. Contact one of the units in that area. Have them get in touch with the bus.
Right.
What's the fare, please?
How far are you going?
The end of the line.
37 cents.
Yeah.
.1440 just located the Silver's car. Short distance from the bus stop. Palmer Drive and Century. No sign of Silver.
That means Silver's on the bus. If he is, Reynolds is in trouble. We're dealing with a guy whose motive is revenge. He doesn't care whether he gets caught or not. Let's gamble that Silver will torment him for a while. I'm going to try and pick that bus up at First Junction. You get his daughter out there as fast as you can. We might need her.
Aren't you?
That's right.
Remember me?
Can't say that I do.
That's funny. You remember me all right when you saw me in the beam of your headlights.
Howard Silver.
That's a good guess, Reynolds. Much better than the one you made 5 years ago.
Silver, I found out I made a mistake. I'll do anything in the world to make it right with you.
You'll have to hurry, Mr. Reynolds, because you only have a few minutes left to live.
What's the fare? 23 cents.
Here.
Matthews, did he?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm so glad.
So am I, Emmy. I guess I've been in the dark for a long time. But now, everything seems light again.
Can't you let him go, Mr. Matthews? He'll be all right now. I know he'll be all right.
Emily, the officer has to do his duty.
But this is Mr. Matthews, the man who found out about you, who worked to get you out of prison.
Mr. Matthews, it may sound silly now if I say I'm grateful, but I am deeply and sincerely grateful.
Yeah, I know you are. And I'm sorry. Now take him away.
Let's go.
What will they do with him?
That's up to the judge. Come on.
Mr. Matthews.
Go on.
It's been quite a trip, and you saved my life, and I want to tell you how grateful I am. But can I pull out now? I'm way behind schedule.
You sure can if I can have my 23 cents back.
My life is certainly worth more than that.
It wasn't a few minutes ago.
It's all right.
See Highway Patrol again next week. Until then, remember, if you care to drive, drive with care. This is Bradley Crawford saying, see you next week.
In protecting the community against crime, one of the most hazardous assignments law enforcement agencies are called upon to carry out is the capture of an escaped convict. Because the convicted criminal at large is often incorrigible, always desperate. In this case, convict Niles Brandon killed a guard and escaped from the state penitentiary. In 12 hours, he had stolen a car, armed himself, and traveled more than 200 miles. But 200 miles was not enough to ensure his desperate bid for freedom. He knew as well as anyone the efficiency of the Highway Patrol, that his trail had probably already been picked up. He was now close to the one person who could help cover the trail and complete his escape, his wife.
Don't act so surprised, baby. You must have read about me in the papers.
Now look, you be at the restaurant in the park with a change of clothes for me like I told you.
Come along, baby. Don't be late.
As Niles Brandon completed his first contact with his wife, the Highway Patrol was picking up the pieces of his trail.
That pawnbroker's description was kind of sketchy. Now, if Brandon did this, he's working his way south. It's going to be into this area right here.
He's armed himself, too, huh?
Yeah, he has.
We just located his wife. She's at this address in Kimball.
Still married to her?
Yeah. Verification just came in. According to prison records, his wife hadn't seen him in the last 2 years.
Well, things don't look too good, do they?
No. Maybe that's why he broke out.
Brandon doesn't care that much about anybody. He probably wants to see his wife. He's hungry for help. If he is, he's going to head south right in this area. Go over and have a talk with her.
Right.
Now, take a look at this. 29, 31, 72. These highways, they're all covered.
Yeah, and the whole area is loaded with farms and laced with back roads.
We haven't got the cars to spare. Wait a minute. Maybe he's not on the highway. He could have hopped a freight. Have the boys check the railroad just in case.
Right.
Send Thompson in, will you?
Yes?
Hello. I'm Sergeant Walters, Highway Patrol. Are you Mrs. Brandon?
Why, yes.
Well, you may be able to help us, Mrs. Brandon, if you can answer a few questions.
Questions? About what? I haven't done anything.
May I come in?
Well, yes. All right.
Is there anyone else here?
No. Right this way, Sergeant.
Thank you. It's about your husband, Mrs. Brandon.
Well, there must be some mistake, Sergeant. I don't have a husband. He's dead. He died 3 years ago in an accident.
Well, I can't blame you for not wanting to admit that your husband's a convict. If this accident story is what you tell your neighbors here in Kimball, that's your business. Mine is to find out where Brandon is, and I need your help. When was the last time you saw Niles, Mrs. Brandon?
I don't remember.
Well, we know that you saw him in state prison 2 years ago. Have you seen him since then?
No.
Have you heard from him?
No.
Has he tried to get in contact with you in the last 12 hours?
No, no. I haven't seen him or heard from him since that day in the prison. That was the last time I ever wanted to see him. Now, please, go away and leave me alone.
Mrs. Brandon, if I did that, I wouldn't be doing my job now, would I?
I don't understand what you mean.
You're not telling me the truth. You know, when a man breaks out of prison, he's only got two alternatives. Either he commits a chain of crimes and leaves a trail a mile wide, or he gets somebody on the outside to help him. Money, clothes, someone to travel with him in front for him. Now, he's headed this way, and I think that someone's you. I think he's contacted you, and I think you ought to tell me about it. Look, he's already killed a guard. He's beaten up a pawnbroker, and he's got a gun. You're next, Mrs. Brandon. We both know that.
Yes. About an hour ago.
Where was he?
I don't know. It was a local call. I'm supposed to meet him.
Where?
At the restaurant in the park. About 5 miles from here. I'm to be there at 2 o'clock.
May I use your phone?
Yes.
Highway Patrol.
Matthews. Oh, how'd it go, Sergeant? Well, we better put a stake out there. Could the place use a gardener? All right, fine. You stay put. I'll be right out there. Right.
I'll get it. Hi.
Put it away.
Mrs. Brandon, this is Mr. Matthews.
Thanks for your help, Miss Brandon.
Please don't thank me. I hate being a stool pigeon.
I wish you wouldn't think about it. Believe me, you're not a stool pigeon.
Is there another name for it?
Yeah, citizen. You don't look like the kind of a person who would get mixed up with Brandon.
I didn't know he was a criminal when I married him. When I found out, well, I was a girl in love.
And now?
No more. In the 3 years he's been in prison, it's all over. But I'm still married to him. And even the law doesn't ask a wife to testify against her own husband.
If you're married to a criminal without knowing it, you have a right to an annulment. And marriage hasn't helped him. Take a look at what he's facing. He's got a murder rap against him. Don't waste your loyalty. Do you know that restaurant?
Yes.
Do you remember exactly what Niles said when he telephoned?
Not word for word. I was just too frightened to think. All I know is I'm supposed to drive over there at 2 o'clock with money and clothes for him. I'm supposed to be alone and not be late.
I see. Anything else we need?
No, that covers it.
Where's your car?
In the garage?
All right, leave it there. We'll keep the appointment for you, and don't worry. There'll be an undercover man with you all the time.
Undercover man? I don't understand.
Your new gardener. You just stay in the house and don't worry about anything. Not even your garden.
Who knows? Maybe he's got a green thumb. Come on. We should be set up by 1:30. That gives us a little more than an hour.
It's around the next turn. You want me to slow down as we go by?
No, you keep rolling. I'll see enough. Put a man to work in that telephone booth.
How about a man cleaning up around the place?
That's an idea. What's inside?
Oh, nothing much, if I remember right. Short order cook and a counterman handle it.
We can do without the cook. Can you dish up a blue plate special?
Sure. You gonna eat it?
I hope I haven't got the time. Look, you get in civvies. I'll get everything else set and meet you on the edge of town with the undercover car.
All set.
He's due, isn't he?
Yeah.
Think he spotted us?
I don't know. There's a lot of things could have delayed him. Let's wait and see.
Mister.
Niles! No!
Get used to it, kid. This is just the beginning. Where's your cash?
What was that?
Get it. Oh, no. You're coming with me.
No.
I can use you.
No! No!
All right, get in there. Now, observe the speed limits and drive carefully. But don't waste any time. We got a long way to go.
Matthews and the patrolman waited for him at the restaurant in the park. Niles Brandon, the escaped convict and killer, had once again eluded the law and gained a measure of safety by forcing his estranged wife to accompany him in his desperate bid for freedom.
The police came right after you called, Niles. They started watching the house. I couldn't leave to get the clothes or anything. I couldn't warn you. There was no way of meeting you.
Okay. Maybe I'll buy that. But how'd they find out about the park restaurant, baby?
Did they? You're not sure. You said yourself it looked like a stakeout.
In my spot, you learn to smell a trap. You don't wait to have it sprung on you.
But Niles, you said yourself...
Skip it. Had a tough time getting out and a tougher time getting this far. I'm tired and I'm hungry. Don't push me, kid.
Where are we going?
I haven't decided yet. Look, we need gas. The next station we come to, slow down. I'll tell you if it's okay to pull in.
Park restaurant. I'll take it, Sergeant Walters. When did it happen? How bad is he? Well, sit tight. We'll be right there. Thompson's been shot.
Let's go.
Her car's still here.
Well, judging from things inside, you didn't have time to pick up a toothbrush.
Any leads?
Nothing.
Hey, take a look at this.
Let me see.
Brandon must have used it to hide his gun.
He must have plugged Thompson the minute he spotted him.
Yeah, and a 45 hits like a sledgehammer. Thompson's lucky to be alive.
Let's see how Mrs. Brandon's luck's holding.
Slow down. There's a gas station. But remember, I've gone all the way. Another killing won't cost me a thing. You say one word to tip off that attendant, he gets it for sure.
Hiya, folks.
Fill it up, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Beach of a day, isn't it?
What?
I say it's a nice day.
Knock it off.
Check that oil and water?
No, never mind.
Okay.
Tell him we're in a hurry.
Say, don't bother with that. We're in sort of a hurry.
Oh, sure thing. That'll be $5.20, ma'am. Thank you.
Credit card? Why'd you do that? You crazy?
I always use my credit card. I just didn't
If he
think that...
connects my name with that, he's dead.
There you are. Sign here, please. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Just a minute, ma'am.
Something wrong?
Boy, I just saw you got your skirt caught in the door here.
Yes, thanks. Thanks very much.
Okay. Give me highway patrol. Hurry!
Some jerk at that gas station. Those guys service you to death. Let me have your purse.
My purse? Well, what do you want?
Give it here! $47. Is that all you got?
Now, as I told you, I didn't get a chance to...
What chance have we got on $47? You're not being much help, kid. At least you can get me some food. Stop the next open stand where I can keep an eye on you.
Where do you put him?
Well, not more than 9 miles past the gas station where we got the gas.
Yeah, that's what I figure. 2150 to 3016.
This is 3016.
What's your 1020?
Traveling north on 55, about 2 miles south of the junction with 29.
Go to the junction, establish a roadblock. Suspect believe headed your way on 29. 10-4?
10-4.
Come on, step on it, will you? Roadblock.
What shall we do?
Don't try to run it. Turn around now.
$3016 to 2150.
2150 by.
A car answering the description of the suspect's car just avoided my roadblock. If you turn and head back toward Cooper Road.
You maintain your roadblock. I'll pursue. 10-4?
10-4.
There they are.
There's a car following us.
It's not a police car?
No, it ain't. I know it's cops.
Maybe we can shake.
I wish we had him on an open road.
What's the matter? You getting old? Back on it.
Well, we picked up some distance. They're still coming. Can't outrun them in this. All right, listen. When we come to the next crossroad, you stop. I'll get out and hide. And when the patrol comes, you tell them that I grabbed a farmer in a pickup truck. You tell them I went down one of the crossroads. You send them on a wild goose chase, baby. Then we can backtrack and get out of here.
Niles, I can't.
Do like I tell you. And if you lie to them real good, baby, if they don't bite, you'll be first. Remember that. Right here. Stop here. Don't forget what I told you, baby.
All right, where is he?
He's gone.
Going where?
He stalked a farmer, a man in a pickup truck.
Just somebody passing by.
Yes. Niles ran out of our car and ran over to this farmer and threatened him with his gun and made him drive him away.
So you just stopped the car and waited?
Oh, no, I had to stop, you see. I ran out of gas.
Oh. Mrs. Brandon, do exactly what I tell you. Get out of this car into the other one. Move fast. It's all yours. I'll take care of Mrs. Brandon.
Right. Is he dead?
Yes, I'm sorry to say he is.
I don't know why I'm crying. He was so bad.
You're crying for what might have been. When you feel better, you'll know this was the only finish. Slide over, I'll drive you home.
Protection and support of American institutions, the peace officer faces many unusual and dangerous situations, not the least of which is the escaped criminal. On August 7th of last year, a statewide alarm went out for Nolan Wilbur, a man who was serving a life sentence for robbery and murder. A desperate man with everything to gain and nothing to lose.
I see. Oh, that's quite all right. Thanks very much for calling.
What was that?
Another false alarm.
False alarms paid off, we'd be millionaires.
I'll call the local radio station, see if they'll put out a bulletin on Wilbur for us.
Take another check on the roadblocks.
Right.
What about the Babcock Junction area?
2 units on the way. This is Sergeant Williams, the Highway Patrol. Could you broadcast a bulletin for us every half hour till we call it off? Good. Now, here it is.
Move a couple of more units into the Babcock Junction area. Have them cover the farms and dirt roads in the back area.
Wilbur is armed and dangerous. Don't attempt to make a capture. Keep your doors and windows locked. Call the Highway Patrol. Got it? Good. Thanks a lot. How's he going to get out of that Willow Creek area?
Why don't you tell me?
We had the whole area sealed off tight as a drum 5 minutes after we got the call. He couldn't get through those roadblocks.
Well, there's another possibility.
What's that?
Hi. Can I get some gas?
All right, get out of that car, lady.
Don't.
I said, get out of that car. Listen, you keep your trap shut if you don't want to end up in a hearse. Now get in that station.
Go with me.
Get in. Quiet.
Go. Go.
I want you to get one thing straight, lady. There'd be 2 dead bodies in the station highway short of bullets, so you consider yourself lucky.
Simpson, did you check out the roadblocks? All negative. What about that report from 3220?
He picked up a stolen car, but Nolan Wilbur was not one of the occupants.
Well, keep after him. Pull in a few more units and establish secondary blocks, in case he tries to get around that main block on foot.
Right.
You don't have to tie it so tight.
Just want to make sure you don't go taking any walks.
(1536). Proceed 20 miles south of Willow Creek. Rendezvous with 1612 to form secondary roadblock.
Nolan Wilbur realized that in spite of the new clothes, he was inside a tightening net. He knew the road ahead was blocked. The road behind would lead to capture. His only hope was the hills, which might give safety, but which would certainly present new problems of survival.
Operator, get me the highway patrol.
Highway Patrol, Simpson.
Hold on just a minute. Mr. Matthews, you better take this. Possible victim of Nolan Wilbur.
Thanks. It's Matthews.
There's a man here. I think he's dead.
All right. Take it easy, lady. Let's start from the top. Where are you and what happened? All right, ma'am, now don't you worry. We'll have an officer out there right away. Yeah, thank you. Get your gear. 15 minutes ago, Wilbur left the service station on 104. That's just south of our roadblock. He was driving a blue convertible. Nora Paul Abel, 308. It's around the whole area. We're going to the service station.
Headquarters to 2150.
2155.
Vehicle stolen by Wilbur abandoned 19 miles south of Willow Creek. Route 104.
Have nearest unit cover the service station. We'll check the abandoned car. 10-4?
10-4.
I said, drop it.
Okay, mister. We each got something in our hands, but what you got makes you the boss.
Got any food in that truck? Water?
Sure is. Say, where'd you come from, anyhow?
Just get some food out of that truck and don't ask any questions. I've already killed one man today. And one more is not going to make any difference.
Mister, it could make a lot of difference to me. Pull up a chair and I'll serve lunch.
Well, here it is. A little further up the road, he'd have met the roadblock.
Yeah, he must have spotted it up ahead and decided to dump the car here.
Yeah, I'll buy that, but what direction did he take off in?
There was a lot less cover south of the road, more highways. Of course, he might have figured we'd decide on the hills and go the other way to cross us up.
It'd take a week to flush him out of there. $21.50 to headquarters.
Headquarters, bye.
Have the helicopter meet me on Route 104, 19 miles south of Willow Creek. It's urgent. 10-4?
10-4.
Get in. Could hide in there, let alone one man.
Yeah, looks like this will have to be a man-to-man search.
Drop down. We'll cover this area in circles, getting wider every time. We'll cover every inch of the ground around here.
All right, where's your money?
Right here. There's $19.36 altogether. It's yours without a struggle.
All right, now dig up the rest of it. You're making plenty of money operating this mine or you wouldn't be here.
Nobody's been operating that mine for years. It's unsafe. That's what the lumber's for. I'm trying to shore it up so I can work it again.
We're going to have to wait a little while longer, because I need that pickup truck. I need the food that's in it, and I need you.
For what?
To drive me out of this territory.
If the police are after you, you'll never get out of this territory without being caught.
Oh, yes, I will. Because you're going to tell any cops that we haven't run across that you haven't seen anybody that looks like me. I'm going to be right behind you in that truck with this gun 2 inches from the back of your neck. And with a bullet that's got your name written all over it. If we don't get by the cops.
And suppose we do get by the cops. What happens then?
Well, we'll talk about that when the time comes. Now, we're punch all this junk. I don't want the cops to even think anybody's been here.
Continue Continuing their helicopter search, Matthews and Williams knew that Nolan Wilbur would not hesitate to strike out at anything that stood in the way of his freedom. Knowing this, a seemingly impossible search had to have a quick ending. But the Highway Patrol could not know that Nolan Wilbur had already found what he hoped would be his ticket to freedom.
We could draw a blank down there. Too many places for a man to hide.
All right, quit your stalling. Let's get out of here. That might be the cops looking for me. Better duck outside for a few minutes. Into the mine. Come on, move. Come on, hurry up. Nothing but sand, rock, and brush.
You gotta get a ground crew on the job. The only thing we... Hey, look! It's a pickup truck.
Must be a prospector. Whoever it is, we better warn him. Wilbur's somewhere in these hills.
Drop down in that clearing right over there.
They're coming down. Is there any other way out of here? No. How far back's this go? Oh, maybe a quarter of a mile, but look, don't give me the best bound looking here. They may not go back that far.
Let's say you're not worried about my life, but what about yours?
Come on, start moving.
Look, the least little jar will bring down tons of earth on both of us. It'll be tighter than any cell you've ever been in.
I said move! Move!
Anybody hurt?
Guess not.
Let's take a look around. The car didn't get here by itself.
I'm hurt bad. You shouldn't have put...
Shut up! Stay alive. You gotta stay alive to get me out of this. I don't see anything out here. How about the mine?
I'm with you.
Hold it, Cappers!
All right, Wilbur. Come out of there and come out with your hands up.
Listen to me, Cappers. There's another guy in here with me. There's a big rock laying on him and he's hurt. If you don't come in here and get him, he'll die. And if you don't do just what I tell you to do, he'll die a lot quicker. Get it? That's a bluff, Wilbur.
And we'll call that bluff in 3 seconds with tear gas if you don't come out of there.
Tell him loud.
He's right. I'm here. I'm hurt. Help me. Please.
Okay, Wilbur, start talking.
Grab your guns at the mouth of the mine where I can see him. And come in here and get the rock over this guy. Apparently no fractures. He's sure lucky this rock wedged against that beam.
You're making a sucker play. There's a pilot in that helicopter. He's going to call headquarters. This place is going to be sealed off tighter than a drum.
I know how you cops work. You won't risk me killing that guy if you can help it. So you'll just have to unseal that drum and let me out of here. Now start lifting.
Are you kidding? Take 20 men to move that rock.
You can get me out of here, can't you? You gotta get me out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Maybe we can run a line from the helicopter. Run around this rock and pull it off him. When we do, we gotta get him to a hospital. If we don't, it's gonna be murder.
They hang you for killing one guy just the same as for killing two.
You don't need a hostage. Our guns are there by the entrance. Pick them up and you got it made.
Yeah, and the minute I stick my nose out of that mine without any protection, the guy in the helicopter starts shooting. You. Go until that helicopter take off and drop a line. You stay here. When that copter comes back down, you tell him to land out there in the clearing where I can see him. Now get going.
Go ahead, he's the boss.
But I have that line. We got a man in there under a rock. He's in pretty bad shape. Try to loop this around a rock, see if you can lift it. Think we can manage? We sure give it a try. Listen, when you get through, land right here. We're in trouble.
Let me have it. Pick that beam up over there. Across the top. Okay, go ahead, take it away. All right, you take it easy, fella. We gotta get him to a hospital.
Call off your helicopter. Get in it and get out. If you have any future plans, that is.
I got plenty of plans. And they include you, too.
Get out there in that clearing where I can see you. And take off and don't come back.
Short on bullets. That's why I didn't start shooting back there.
Yeah, and he won't come out to get our guns so he knows we're on the way. It's Brady will pick him up if he does.
What now?
You take the rifle. I'll take Brady's gun. I'll get out over there and you up there. As soon as we do that, you get out of sight.
Get me a doctor, please.
Come on. Come on, let's
You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Put me down and let me rest, please. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Shut up. Be glad you're alive. We're going to need you at the roadblock. Come on.
first time in my life I've ever been shot at with my own gun.